Hi, I'm Dr. Robert Moore, and I want to talk with you today about how being overweight can affect how you breathe. Obstructive sleep apnea, obesity, hypoventilation syndrome, maybe asthma, maybe COPD. I get a lot of calls from people, and they say, Dr. Moore, when I weighed less, I could breathe better at night. I didn't need my CPAP. When I weighed less, I could walk up the stairs and not get winded. I could bend over, and I could breathe better, but I can't do those things now because I put on this extra weight. So why is that? When we're overweight, our fat cells get bigger, they expand, and they make something called an inflammatory cytokine. And it's a variety of nasty chemicals floating around our body from the top of our head to the bottom of our feet, destroying everything that's good and aggravating everything that's bad. So those cytokines from the fat cells, they get in our blood, and they go to our lungs. And what happens is the bronchial tubes, the airways, constrict. And when they constrict, less air can get through them. So that can be COPD, that can be asthma, that can be a variety of things. And so with that constricted airways, because of these cytokines causing that, you can't breathe. I like breathing, hopefully you like breathing. That's a big problem. That's how the cytokines have effect. Now let's talk about the physical being overweight, how that has an effect on our breathing. Well, when we have a lot of being overweight, a lot of fat accumulation along our throat, our upper airway, we can't breathe through our sinuses or through our mouth, the air gets stuck. And this usually happens at night. So here's what happens. We experience what's called nocturnal hypoventilation. And that is you kind of just stop breathing because the air can't get in. And then you wake yourself up because you're a big snore. You wake your spouse up. Maybe you wake your neighbor or your roommate up. But people will tell you, you got a problem here. And because the fat is actually compressing on your upper airway. What about when the fat compresses on the lungs and maybe you got a lot of belly fat pushing up your diaphragm? Well, that's going to squeeze your lungs too, and it's awfully hard to breathe a deep breath or a good breath when you're getting all squeezed like this. Those people, that is obesity, hypoventilation syndrome, those people, you're tired all the time. You can't breathe all day. These people have a hard time breathing at night. This is a hard time breathing just all the time. You bend over and your belly fat jams up your diaphragm and you can't breathe. You're walking up the stairs, and typically when people walk upstairs, they kind of bend over to compensate for the weight distribution, and then that jams their diaphragm up. So being overweight has a inflammatory effect, constricting your bronchial tubes, the airways. It has a compression effect from just the fat cells accumulation, again constricting your lungs or constricting the airway. So if you are looking for a safe way to lose the weight, an effective way to lose the weight, an affordable way to lose the weight, along with some coaching and some lifestyle changes, we have a great program. And if you'd like to talk to me personally about that program, call our office 810-374-0304. We'd be glad to help you out, or somebody that you love. So God bless you. Have an awesome day.